Okay, after further review of the play on the field. So this was my idea. Those are apple boards from an apple tree. You kind of see they're all curved and stuff. I thought that would make a pretty neat backsplash. But, number one, they're heavy. I was going to plane them to 3/4, but still, what happens is I got all this weight, and the leg is actually back here, so I got a tipping hazard. I had to put a big ass heavy apple board down on that side just to keep it from not tipping over. So I really didn't want to put heavy boards down there. I was going to use pine boards. And then number two, this thing has to lift straight up from here all the way up here. I was going to slide them down in, which means it has to be light enough for my daughter-in-law to lift straight up, and it will not be with those boards on there. So I'm thinking I have to use pine boards for that. Man, those apple boards were calling to me. They were happy to find a good use, so I will have to ponder what we're gonna do. So I have to go cut some pine logs, saw some pine logs, mill, I guess. Yeah. These apple boards keep calling to me, so even though they're heavy, I think we're gonna go with fewer boards and thinner boards. So we plane these two down to 3/4, and then we use the angle grinder or the sanding wheel to clean up all this stuff so there's no sharp edges for children's fingers to get hurt. And I think we're gonna put a space in between. So I think we're gonna go with one more board, and this board, like, they all have some bow to it, but look how much this one is bowed. So this one is too. And I could try to straighten it, or I might just put a spacer here and leave it kind of wobbly because it has that look to it, which would be okay. Kind of like old country style stuff. So the question is, I cut off bad ends. I think I need to cut off crap here instead of going through the planer with extra stuff. Then I think I'm going to put a spacer, double-sided tape spacer under here, run the planer through to try to get the top square planed enough, and then flip it. Okay, I saw it on a YouTube video once, and they said to take a spacer, hot glue it to here, run it through until this side is flat, and then you can spin it over. I don't know if I'm gonna get all the way to there, but I got the hot glue gun heating up. Let's see what happens. All right, survey says this is the part that I planed down with the spacer in. So now it has some wobble to it. Maybe one more pass, and then I will do this side. Okay, our spacer was right here. I peeled off the hot glue. And now we're gonna see we can't run this side through. The survey says a little bit of wobble, but much better than it was. All right, I wonder if we should try to straighten out this other board here too. But these will be my 3 boards. Temporarily installed first board, Apple board, and our 2 things. So I'm thinking, instead of having to lift this thing up, maybe we will put latches that slides, and then you put it here and you slide it instead of having to lift it, and then I'll have a latch or something on the back side for top and bottom, and then we won't have to worry about someone having to lift that all the way up there to get it through spacers, because I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, and I think I gotta put heavier boards on the bottom, because this is pretty good now.